Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and it's Monday the 29th of July 2024 and this is episode 29. Warm welcome to everybody, new subscribers and regular returners. Returners, is that the word? Anyway, welcome everybody. This is my second attempt. I've already half videos once and the dogs were barking so loud I paused the video, then I came to restart and I accidentally stopped the video, and then I haven't learned yet how to. I should have done by now. It's been, how many months have I been doing YouTube, but I haven't learned how to put little videos together. So sure I'm going to learn that this week, because I could have just restarted. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can start all over again. Right, so the first thing I want to show you this week, glorious sunny day. Actually outside today. Should have my little window open. Maybe hear the birds then. Right, my first make of the week is from this book. Terry at Yarn Joy Podcast was working out of this book last year. She was doing all little figures. I remember thinking, oh, that's a lovely book. I must get that, because they look quite small. It's by Linda Wright and it has categories: Nativity Set, North Pole Christmas, Sweet Treats, Animal Friends, Baby's First Christmas. The Animal Friends, you've got Snowy Owl, Mouse, Lion, Fox, Camel, Polar Bear, Cat, Dog, Penguin. And then the Sweet Treats, you've got things like Pinwheel Pop, Cutout Cookies, Snow Cone, Mistletoe Truffle. North Pole characters are Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, Reindeer, Elf, Snowman, Gingerbread Man, Toy Soldier. And then the Nativity Set, you've got the Wise Men, 3 Wise Men, the Angel, Shepherd, Baby Jesus, things like that. So, but in this book, they use Vanna's Choice, which is a worsted weight, which is like UK Aran. So because of that, I thought, right, then I'll use Starcraft Special DK or any worsted, any Aran that I'd got. So this is me Santa. I put a little split ring in the top for the hook, and on the pattern they showed you how to do a little. Showed you how to do a little. It was like a little pom pom, but I thought I didn't really want to make a tiny little pom pom. I've got a bag of pom poms which I've now found that got with sparkly in them, but I wasn't sure where they were, so I'll put a little bell on instead. But see the size of my hand, that's quite big. So I think, because this is the last week of Christmas in July, I won't do any more at the moment, but when it gets to December I'll do a few more. But I'm definitely going to use DK weight to make them a little bit smaller, because my tree's not going to be that big. I'd only just like a little 4-foot tree or something. And I was thinking of having it in the living room, but actually I think I might have it in here, and then you can see it all the time. And if I put it up 1st of December, each week when I've done 2 or 3 of these little things, I can put them on and you can see it. You see it getting fuller and fuller. So I think I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to rearrange in here. I'll take some photos of before, and then see, I've got all this yarn here, but there's a gap. There's like a gap that those two. I've got 3 lots here. I've got 3 lots over there, and in this middle bit there's a bit of a gap, but I've got 2 lots over there with super chunky and chunky. So The window is to my right. To my left is like a bookcase, wooden bookcase, with just oddments of oddballs with not really labels as such, and my books, things like that, and then bells and sequins, little jars of so things like that. So I thought like all of that yarn could go along that wall, so it's all together, and then the bookcase can go there, and my two I've got two sockets are over that wall, so then I'll sit over there. Anyway, I'll show you all that. That'll be up and coming. So that was my first, my first little make was my Santa. Next I'll go on to the 3D squares. Cal, that Natasha, hi Natasha, is doing from Hooks and Stitches. If you go over to her channel, she'll explain to you what's going on and what we do. But she does 2 a week, draws 2 a week, and there's 100 altogether, so we'll get through them quite soon. I've took my little tabs out because I've already done this one, so I've put my tabs in for next week's. So let me just find. So this week last week, sorry, she drew the bear. See the bear? Oh, there's a fly just come in. So that was my bear. Whoops. Now he's a little bit, now when I recorded it the first time, his head's a little bit like that, and I turned my head, I put my head on the, oh, I won't do it, I put my head on the side and I went so dizzy, because for any new subscribers, I got vertigo quite bad, but I tilted my head on the side and oh goodness, it made me feel sick. Anyway, he's just listening, he's just tilted his head a little bit to the side, and he's just listening to what I'm saying. But this is the only trouble with these squares. They're lovely to make, and I'm really excited about getting them all done. But when you go from this brown bit, you join into the pink and then make it into a square. That's easy enough to do, but it's where you start. Sometimes it'll say count from the beginning, count 6. Well, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to see, because if you've finished that bit, then it's obviously where you've finished off. That number 1 is your next stitch. But sometimes you have to join and do the ears first. So you've been doing this row before you then go to pick up that row. I try and, on the row that I know I've worked in the front loop, I've got to pick up the back loop. I try and put a stitch marker in the first stitch, which I thought I'd done this time, and I thought, oh, it's going to be perfect. Well, not perfect, never perfect, is it? But I thought, oh, it's going to be lovely. But no, it's just he's tilting his head. But never mind. Doesn't really matter, does it? I'm making them for my grandchildren. I'm going to make them into cushions for Christmas. So this will be, there's animals, there's themes, there's animals, there's under the sea. Or no, on the beach, is it? Or I've got the book, I could tell you what they were. Food and drink, fruit and veg, animal magic, wild beasts, under the sea. So there's nice, there's holidays. Anyway, that was my bear. And the next one was the sun hat. See, that'll go nice with the beach theme. We've done a crab and all sorts of things. So this is my little sun hat. They're coming lovely squares. I'm really enjoying them. Some of the flowers have been a little bit difficult, challenging, I'd say, and quite difficult, but it's learning. I'm learning new things all the time with doing these, so that's, I think if you can just learn something each time. Now if Natasha Hooks and Stitches, like I said, she's done a video this morning. It's out now, and she's already drawn the sun. That looks a lovely one, doesn't it? Can't wait to do that. And the other one she's drawn is the popcorn flower. Very pretty. Very pretty, but have to see how we go with that one. We shall do it. If we get stuck, we just you know, try and help each other out. So that's what it's all about, isn't it? So another 2 to put on my pile. Another little Christmas ornament to go for my little tree. The next, it's a bit blank then. The next thing I want to move on to is my temperature blanket. Now, last year I was determined to do a temperature blanket. I've seen quite a few people do them, and I'd started off in January, and then my mum had a couple of massive strokes, so me and my sister, I went to stay with, although mum was in hospital, I went to stay at their house for a little while, but it turned into most of the year, and I hadn't bought my blanket with me, hadn't took my project with me. I could have, my husband could have bought it and all that, could have come back for it, but in the end I didn't feel like doing it. So this year I thought, right, I'm definitely going to do one. Started in January, and I did 300 stitch chain. I can't talk. 300 chain, and I'm doing the linen stitch, or I think they call it the moss stitch as well. So my colours I've chosen because orange is my favourite colour, I think a lot of you know, and I just wanted some yellows for the warmer weather. I wanted some nice yellows. This claret is, if it gets it's is it centigrade? Call it centigrade. Yeah, I keep wanting to say Celsius, but I think it's Celsius that hasn't been used since 1940 something. Oh, long time. Anyway, it's C. The temperature I go by, and I always go by the highs, not the lows. The highs of the day, and the app that I use is AccuWeather. It's ACCU and then weather. And one of my friends, Sherry, hi Sherry, if you're watching, bought me this diary last year. So every month I do this blanket. I do it. Tend to do it on I don't do a row every day. I tend to wait till a Sunday, and then do 7 rows because they work up quite quick. I know it's 300 stitches, but they just, they work up quite quick. So I tend to do 7 rows once a week. So each day of the week, I wait till the Sunday, and then I record all the temperatures in the book. And then I've got my little homemade chart here. I've showed you this before, but 3 and below is silver. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK, and I'm using a 4.5mm hook because I didn't want it too tight. I wanted it quite loose. But anyway, 3 and below is silver. Between 4 and 6 is cloud blue. Between 7 and 9 is Cornish blue. That one. Between 10 and 12 is Lincoln. That's like a pale green, like a sagey green. Between 13 and 15 is grass green. 16 and 18 is saffron, starting to get into the yellows. Between 19 and 21 is citron. And then between 22 and 24 is sunshine. Between 25 and 27 is spice. Can't wait for that colour. I hope we get some spice. Maybe tomorrow. Might get spicy tomorrow. And 28 plus is claret. I don't think we'll ever reach there, but you never know, because we're I live in North Wales, North West Wales, and we're on the coast, so it doesn't really get so hot as it does down south or London way on. We don't get it that hot, I think, because there's always a bit of a sea breeze. But you never know. It's meant to be really warm tomorrow, Tuesday. Anyway, got rabbit in. So where can I start? So I'll start here. Now, I don't know what happened here, but I wasn't using a stitch marker, and I think I lost a few. No, it started here. I think I gained a few stitches here somehow. So I think I've just gained a few. But from here to here is January. Then from here to here is February. We've got a bit of warmer weather coming there, look. February. That's March. A little bit of green. That's April. Started to get more of the green in, look. And a little bit of yellow. April. This is May. That's 22. Sunshine is 22 to 24. Hang on, where did I get to? I forgot now. January, February, March, April, May. Ooh, May. This is June. We got some of that deep yellow, which was 22 degrees to 24. And this is July. So not any green at all. It's just all yellow. So I'm hoping we get some. This is the stitch. It goes one there. I'm going to fold it in half. I've sewn in all my ends as I go. Use a stitch marker. Always use a stitch marker so my ends don't trail off. And that's it coming on. Oh, it's going to be so cozy. I think I'm going to give this one to my husband because I haven't made him a blanket yet, and not that he really. I don't think he'd really sit with one round him, but I just think it's nice to have your own blanket, isn't it, just in case. So I was going to do him his favourite colours are brown and green, those like earthy colours and natural colours, but he might just get this because it'd be nice and cosy till I can make him one with natural colours. Oh, I just dropped something on the floor down there, but then pick it up, else I'll be dizzy forever. So that's my temperature blanket. Tell you everything about that. I think so, yes. So lastly, we'll go on to Donut Buddy. Yeah, Donut Buddies. This Crochet Along. I've had this book since 1st of April 2022. Only a couple of years then. It's £13.33 on Amazon, and I think it's still the same price. It's by Rachel Zane, and it's a lovely book. I've done a few out of it, and then I just thought, well, I wanted to do all of them, so I'm doing sort of a crochet along, but you can join in as and when you want. You don't have to do all of them or miss some of them if you like, but the basis of it, you start with your 20 chain, join it in the ring, and then you start going round and round, like increase and increase. Then as soon as you've got it to that far, increase until you get so far, and then you decrease back down till you've got 20 stitches again and finish off, and then you flatten it so you've got like a tube. You start stitching the inside of it, and then you start stuffing before you close it totally. You stuff it all round as you're closing the inside till you've got your donut. And then the icing, it's the same pattern for the icing. The first 5 rows are the same as the donut. Well, it says that upside down. It's upside down in the book. So you do 5 rows, and then you do a bit of extra shaping for the drips, and then you sew that on. First you sew it in the middle and then on the outside, so then you end up with a donut with the icing, and that's sprinkles. If you want it just as a plain donut, you add the sprinkles. But then to make all your little characters, let me just find one at random. The hippo, for instance. The hippo, just put my glasses on for this. So here's the picture of him here, flat look. The donut, I mean, I think Natasha, and I'm sure Saga from Oops Crochet. Hi Saga. They're doing their donut bases. They're doing in the proper donut beige colour, which makes sense really. It is a donut, but here it'll say your instructions. It'll say follow the basic donut pattern, which is at the front of the book, to create the donut base in blue violet. So this you do blue violet, and the icing in mid purple, omitting the sprinkles. So it tells you the colour to do the donut and the icing. Each of the patterns, it gives you a little circle here, which is just like a little hint or a tip. And on this one it says, to give your hippo more expression, you could embroider a smile at the base of the muzzle or add some eyelashes. See finishing touches. And then at the back of the book, it shows you all the stitches that you need. It's US terms. Crochet crochet techniques. It shows you can make little games. So if you wanted to do, say if you wanted to pick the farmyard animals, you could do two of each and play like little learning to count, you know, or do different amounts of them, or hide them about. Farm animals, you could do little collections. So it's a making collections or playing donut games. It tells you in the back. The accessories are in the back, so the small flower, large flower, the bow and the starfish. So it shows you those at the back of the book. And then see finishing touches. So the finishing touches are, it shows you how to do the sprinkles, the eyes. That's at the beginning of the book. So it's a really good book. It shows you the different sizes. You could do them in yarn as well. So you could do the snail in a 4mm hook and DK, or you could do the snail in a 5mm hook and chenille or Aran. So you don't, you know, you can do them on all different sizes, or you could do it like a little mummy and a little baby, couldn't you, or a daddy and a baby. Anyway, so I pick one a week out of my big bag of balls, and last week was the unicorn. Let me show you in there. Got me tab in. Last week I drew the unicorn. That's her there. And this is, mine are all going to little nursery children, little small children. So I haven't put safety, well, I haven't put safety eyes on, I've just embroidered them. But that's my little unicorn. Whoops, hair getting in her eyes. Just used, mainly it's just DK, some are oddments, some are just Stylecraft Special DK, but there's other oddments of different ones. So that's my little unicorn for the week. And also, where's my tablet? I've got a few to show you that have been sent in by our lovely friends. Now this is Mary has been doing some. She's been doing some crochet buddies, donut buddies, and she sent me the pictures of these that she'd done. The bear, the bunny, and the koala. And the koala, let me just show you those. She's just, aren't they gorgeous? She's just learned how to send me them in an email. So well done, Mary. And the koala, from a charity shop, she managed to get some of the eyelash yarn. Isn't that effective? That really makes it, doesn't it? So you can add your own. It looks a bit like the teddy's nose is in a bit fluffy yarn as well. You just use your own yarn and your own size hook, you know, do it in any size. So that's, and then also she's done the she does loads for charity, Mary. So she's done the unicorn. The eyes are gorgeous, by the way, Mary. That's how they show you how to do them in the book. And she's used Stylecraft Baby Sparkle, which you can see it sparkling. Gorgeous. And I think they're lovely. They're lovely for children because they're a lovely little shape, nice and soft, and they're just something they can hold on to. So thank you, Mary, for those. That was brilliant. And then Litza from Coco's Crochet has also loved the hair. Look at the long hair. I cut mine short, but that looks nice. And she's also done the beautiful blue googly eyes that she's using. Nice, vibrant. Oh, look at the colours, because I tended to go for pastel colours, but Natasha's also done her donut. If you go pop over to Hooks and Stitches, she's done hers, and she's done nice vibrant colours as well. So I don't know why I chose pastel colours, I'm sure. Anyway, I did. But gorgeous. Thank you, Litza. Thank you for that. Litza's got Coco's Crochet is her channel as well, so I'll link that below. Gorgeous. So that's what they've been up to. Thank you very much. So I told you all about that. So the only other thing to do is to draw another donut. I always find this bit very exciting, but a little bit wary as well, because there's one or two that have got more sewing on than others. But this is my big bag as usual that I've made. There is a little story with the big balls, but that's on a previous previous video. I was going to use ping pong balls, and then my husband came back with these, so I thought I'd use the big balls. Right, I'm delving in. I'm gonna get one. I always get one from the bottom, but one from the middle this time. Oh, star, page 82. Leave that one out. I don't know what, but I always want to just put it back in. We don't want to be doing stuff twice, do we? No. So page 88 was it? Let me just check on me. Oh. 82, 84. Oh, that's the turkey. No, what page was it? 82. 88's the turkey. That was a bit challenging. We don't hit with that yet, do we? The turkey. Page 82. Sorry, let me just get to it. Oh, it's only the rating difficulty is a 2-star, but yeah, you just make the donut. The basic donut is yellow. Follow the basic donut pattern to create the donut base and the icing in yellow. So it's all in yellow, and then afterwards you just do 3 larger star points and 2 smaller. So I have made this before for my little grandson Jonathan. Yeah, so that's let me put a little sticker in there. That's a nice one to do. A nice little, I won't say easy because it's a 2 donut, but a nice one for next week. So that's that chosen. We had that's all of my makes, I think. So just a little bit of life update. My daughter came. I think she just needed a little bit of a break, so my husband went and fetched my daughter and 3 grandsons last, was it Thursday or was it Friday? It was Thursday or Friday anyway, and so they came. It was Thursday because then they went back Saturday. They had a few days, but we were able to go on the beach, and I think she actually just needed a mummy hug. You know, sometimes, I mean, she's got 3 her oldest one, Leo, is 11, he'll be 12 next, 11 and a half really, and the youngest one is only just gone 2 a while back, so and she works as well, so sometimes things just get on top of you, don't they? So I think she just needed a little break and a little bit of sea air, so that was lovely to see them. Still managed to do my crocheting though, in between. Vertigo, I've nearly had all my tablets, and my vertigo's still there. I knew the tablets wouldn't work, but I googled, I don't know if I've said this before, but my friend Dot, she has it quite bad, and she goes to it's not well, it is a hospital, but it's where they don't do operations or anything. They just see to you to bandage things up, and one of those sort of hospitals. But I think they sit her on the bed, and then they move her back and to the side, and there's little crystals in your ears, and if you move your head too quick, they can become dislodged, and they cause your balance. They go into your ear canal, but they need to go back into your middle ear, so they just come astray. Oh, excuse me. So they need to go back. There's a little manoeuvre where I couldn't do it myself because you wouldn't do it because it makes you feel sick, but it makes you like unbalanced and like you're dizzy. That's what it is. But turn your head that way, lie down, turn your head that way, do different manoeuvres, and then it's meant to help put them back. So I think because the tablets haven't worked, I'm going to ask my husband to try that maybe. Yeah, try that. Is there anything else? I've been getting on with my Christmas afghan for Wednesday's video. I'm thinking with my temperature blanket, quite a few have said they'd like to do one, and that it's coming on well. So because it isn't a pattern, it's nobody's pattern, so it wouldn't matter. I might just do a little tutorial on, obviously not 300 chain, just on a few chain, just so you can see the stitch, and you can choose your own colours, obviously, but just how to do the linen stitch or the moss stitch. Because if you haven't done it before, you don't. Oh, see. Oh, sorry. Oh, I knew that was coming. I think it's hay fever quite The pollen count must be quite high today. Oh dear me. Never mind. It's a gorgeous sunny day though, so really sunny, and I think tomorrow's going to be even hotter, heading towards 30 degrees. Probably not for us, but I know in London and down south it's probably on the English Riviera. I think they call it. I think it might be 30 degrees down there. Anyway, I think I've said everything I need to. Did I have to mention anybody? Can't remember. Anyway, I've been getting on with my Christmas Afghan, like I said, so I'll be showing you that on Wednesday. And I want to do change around in here. I'll do a little before picture, and but my husband will have to help me with that because I just can't look up without feeling fall over. Oh, I need a cup of tea or coffee now. My throat's gone a bit funny. Okay, I'll sign off and I'll see you Wednesday. So whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, take care, be kind to each other. Love you all. See you Wednesday. Bye.